Super Bowl. 2025 was supposed to be a night of triumph, celebration, and high energy. But for Taylor Swift, it turned into an evening of unexpected hostility when she was savagely booed by Philadelphia Eagles fans. The global superstar, known for her massive fan base and record-breaking tours, was caught completely off guard when the crowd erupted in jeers as her face appeared on the Jumbotron. But what exactly did she say in response? A professional lip reader has now analyzed the footage, breaking down her immediate reaction. And the truth might surprise you. The moment that shocked everyone. As the cameras panned to Taylor Swift, who was seated in a luxury suite alongside rapper Ice Spice, the crowd's reaction was swift and brutal. Instead of the usual cheers or enthusiastic applause that celebrities often receive at major sporting events, she was met with overwhelming boos. Swift's reaction, caught on live television, has since gone viral. She appeared visibly confused, her eyes widening as she turned toward Ice Spice, seemingly seeking clarification on what had just happened.
Let's go!
According to NJ Hickling, a professional lip reader, Swift immediately asked, what? What's going on?" Her disbelief was evident. After all, she is one of the most beloved and successful artists in the world. Why was she being treated this way? What had she done to deserve such a cold welcome from the Eagles fan base? Swift's Super Bowl. Look, a tribute to Kelce. Before diving into why Swift was booed, let's talk about the outfit that had social media buzzing. For the big game, she sported a white bodysuit, paired with bedazzled jean shorts and thigh-high white boots.
Hello.
Her look was both glamorous and sporty, perfectly fitting the occasion. But one particular accessory stood out: the T-charm hanging around her neck. This small but meaningful detail was a nod to her boyfriend, Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce, a subtle yet public display of her unwavering support for him. This wasn't the first time she had worn this charm. Just a week earlier, at the Grammy Awards, Swift had showcased the very same pendant, though that night, she had paired it with a leg chain instead. It was clear that she wanted to make a statement. She was there for Kelce, rooting for him on what was supposed to be one of the biggest nights of his career. Why was Taylor Swift booed? The possible reasons. There are several theories about why Swift was met with such hostility at the Super Bowl, and none of them paint a flattering picture of Eagles fans. Her high-profile relationship with Travis Kelce. Swift's relationship with Kelce has been one of the most talked-about romances in the sports and entertainment worlds. Since they started dating in the summer of 2023, the couple has been inseparable. However, Kelce plays for the Kansas City Chiefs, a team that has a long-standing rivalry with the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles fans may have viewed Swift as an extension of their adversary and taken the opportunity to express their disdain. The Swiftie factor in the NFL. Ever since Swift started attending NFL games to support Kelce, there has been growing controversy over her presence at football events. Some hardcore football fans believe the media focuses too much on her rather than the actual game. Her repeated appearances on the Jumbotron at previous games had already drawn criticism. Perhaps for Eagles fans, this was the last straw: the Philadelphia fan culture. Philadelphia sports fans are notorious for being some of the most intense and ruthless in the country. They've booed their own teams, their own players, and even Santa Claus. It's no surprise that they wouldn't hesitate to show their feelings toward a pop star associated with the rival team. Travis Kelce's Super Bowl nightmare. As if Swift's rough reception wasn't bad enough, the game itself turned into a nightmare for Travis Kelce and the Kansas City Chiefs. The Eagles dominated from the very start, delivering a crushing defeat with a final score of 40-22. The Chiefs, who had been hoping for another championship victory, were completely outmatched. Swift was seen on camera looking visibly distressed as the game unfolded. Every time the Eagles scored, the tension in her suite grew. She was not just a supportive girlfriend at that moment. She was someone watching her partner suffer a devastating professional loss on one of the biggest stages in sports. After the game, Kelce himself acknowledged just how poorly his team played. Speaking to reporters, he admitted, "We haven't played that bad all year." You don't lose like that without everything going bad. His words reflected the deep disappointment felt not just by him, but by the entire Chiefs organization. Will Kelce retire? Mahomes weighs. In as speculation about Kelce's future in the NFL grows, his teammate and quarterback Patrick Mahomes was asked about the possibility of the tight end retiring. While Mahomes didn't give a definitive answer, he did acknowledge that Kelce would have to take some time to reflect on his next move. "I know he still has a love for the game, and he'll get to spend some time with his family and make that decision on his own," Mahomes said. Kelce himself had previously hinted that he planned to continue playing for at least a few more years, but this devastating loss might make him rethink his future in the sport. Taylor Swift's own recent disappointment. Adding to the emotional weight of the night was the fact that Swift had recently experienced a major professional disappointment of her own. Just days earlier, she had attended the Grammy Awards, where she had been nominated for 6 awards, only to leave empty-handed. Despite being one of the biggest artists of all time, even Swift isn't immune to career setbacks. Her decision to attend the Super Bowl, despite her Grammy loss, showed her unwavering commitment to Kelce. She could have stayed in Los Angeles, processing her own disappointment. Instead, she chose to be by his side, supporting him on what was supposed to be a night of glory. What's next for Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce? Despite the boos, the loss, and the intense media scrutiny, Swift and Kelce remain one of the most talked-about couples in entertainment and sports. Their relationship has endured the pressures of fame, controversy, and now, public backlash at the Super Bowl. Swift is set to continue her record-breaking Eras Tour, with upcoming international dates that will keep her busy throughout the year. Kelce, on the other hand, will have to make some tough decisions about his NFL career. Whether he decides to continue playing or step away from the sport, one thing is certain: Taylor Swift will be by his side. Final thoughts. A night to remember for the wrong reasons. Super Bowl 2025 will go down in history, not just for the Eagles' dominant performance, but for the shocking moment when one of the biggest stars in the world was booed on live television. It was a reminder that no matter how famous or successful you are, there will always be critics. But if there's one thing we know about Taylor Swift, it's that she never lets negativity define her. Whether it's a bad breakup, a Grammy snub, or an unexpected Super Bowl controversy, she always finds a way to rise above it. What do you think about Taylor Swift being booed at the Super Bowl? Was it justified, or was it just another example of sports fans taking things too far? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to Hollywood Gossip Hour for more celebrity news, scandals, and behind-the-scenes drama.